Hello Autobots and Decepticons, it's Destroyer here with a brand new game called Transformers Earth Wars. Any Transformers fan will know this is a game about Autobots versus Decepticons, and that's the very first decision when you start this game. You do need to choose sides, Autobot or Decepticon. I will explain the differences later on, but in this video I will be going through the Autobots tutorial as well as the very first campaign called Get Optimus. This game is currently available on both Android and iOS. However, since it's in beta, it's only available in the New Zealand, Australia and Netherlands App Store. However, it will be globally released shortly. I'm going to run you through the basics as demonstrated in this tutorial. You do need to build an autocannon to defend your headquarters because we will be getting attacked by the Decepticons now. Any builds shorter than 5 minutes can be instantly finished for free. So right now we're going to get attacked by the Decepticons and you'll see the autocannon in action. You can run through this tutorial at your own pace. I won't go through all the dialogue. So here we're getting attacked and the autocannon here is pretty strong, so it takes down the Decepticon pretty quickly. We have Melody on our side. She'll have some dialogue there. So now we're going to get some crystals here. There's a warrior crystal which you get, and this will specifically unlock one Autobot. It's just part of the tutorial. There's an animated sequence here where you can unlock the bots. The more lights that light up will give you a better star rating bot. The higher the stars, the higher the level they can go to. And here we start with Ironhide, which is our first warrior class. There's actually 5 classes: the warrior, air, special, gunner and medic. So when you start running through the tutorials, you will start to unlock one of each of these classes. So Ironhide is the warrior. He has very high hit points. So now we're instructed to build an energon harvester. You use energon to build alloy harvesters and storage, and vice versa. So we're going to build this first to start producing some energon. Then we can start producing the storage, and then we can move on to the campaign. So we have somewhere to store this resource. So these initial builds are pretty quick. So you can skip for free if it's less than 5 minutes. You do need to upgrade the storage in order to hold enough loot to upgrade the headquarters. That is the biggest constraint there. So now we have the energon storage. So now we're going into our first campaign battle. You can get Optimus through this campaign. This is Campaign 1. There is more campaigns where you get to unlock more Autobots. There will be more coming shortly. So in the first campaign you unlock Optimus Prime after 5 attacks. These aren't too difficult since most of them are part of the tutorial, and it's just helping you understand the mechanics of the game. So the first attack is going to be pretty easy. You do start with 2 bots here. Let's just get into this map. So here we have a headquarters at the back. There's an autocannon in front of that, surrounded by walls. You could just as easily attack from the right hand side. You can deploy your troops anywhere in that green arrow area. However, for the sake of this tutorial, we have been asked to deploy them in front of the harvesters here. So we will start with Ironhide, who's our tank, a warrior. You typically lead with a warrior because they can soak up a lot more damage. And the reason why we're attacking from the front side here is to demonstrate his ability, which is the rush in. So we're going to deploy him right here at this arrow. We will be given 4 ability points, which is what you start with at headquarters level 1. With these ability points we can use the rush in, which will charge through the walls and damage the walls as well. And if the damage is high enough, it will destroy the walls. Now it's time to drop our second bot, which is Jetfire, and it has an ability called Airstrike. So once we destroy enough buildings to gain more ability points, we can use that ability to fly over the headquarters and damage that. So that one costs 4, so we're going to take down the autocannon and the harvester. Then you can see that ability in action. So that costs 4. Each time you use the ability, it does increase in cost. So when you use that ability, you'll fly over and drop bombs. And that's all there is to this first campaign mission, just demonstrating the abilities of these 2 bots. Eventually you'll have a lot more bots and abilities to play with. There's over 20 abilities already, and currently about 27 different bots on each side. There are Autobots and Decepticons. Each time you win or lose a battle, you do gain experience for those bots. So you can level them up and increase their primary stats, which is the damage and health. So now we can upgrade the headquarters. This one's a very short upgrade, so you can skip it for free. This will unlock quite a lot of buildings. More buildings, high levels. So that's done now. Once you reach headquarters level 3, you can start doing multiplayer attacks. But I suggest doing the campaign first to unlock Optimus, since he is a very powerful troop. So we have some achievements to claim. You'll get some more cyber coins here. Cyber coins are the premium currency, which allows you to buy more builder bots as well as finish your builds faster, or even buy more Autobots. So there's more storyline between the 2 teams here. There's quite a lot of bots in the both sides, over 80. They do have different star ratings, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here we will be unlocking Optimus Prime, which is a 2-star bot. 1-star bot can go to level 20, 2-star bot can go level 40. So he will last quite a long time. For now we have 2 bots. You can go in and select both of them. We only have 2. And here you can see a whole list of all the available bots. There's about 27 on each side. As you can see, there's over 80 in total. That's because they have a 1, 2, 3 and 4-star rating. So you pretty much start here with a couple of basic 1-star bots. But they will last you quite a long time. So as you use them, they will level up. And you can then research them to go to higher levels as well. And you can also upgrade their abilities. So in this second campaign mission, we have a new building at the front there called an Autobot outpost. You can assign an Autobot to defend your base. So we're going to avoid that in this case, since we're going to try and attack these headquarters from the east side. Because I don't want to show you the ability of that just yet, since they do quite a lot of damage. So I can attack all the way from the east here. Those build bots are a distraction, so that these troops will attack that first. It does have low hit points. I'm using the flying ability already to help take down that autocannon. I have Ironhide at the front there, so he's soaking up quite a lot of the damage. Air troops have lower hit points, so you don't want them to get the focus. The autocannons only shoot ground, so when your troop is flying, it does not get hit by that autocannon. There's a button on the right hand side you can hold down, which will fast forward the battle. Once you take down the headquarters, all the other buildings are destroyed. In this game, The experience you gain depends on how many buildings you take down. If you take down the headquarters, you'll obviously get a lot more hit points, since that means all of the buildings are destroyed. So failing the attack means you'll only get experience for the buildings that you took down. So as you see, we did level up our bots, so they are getting stronger. We did happen to win a character crystal here, so we can use that crystal. And in the space bridge you can unlock a new bot. This is a special character crystal. This will obtain a 1, 2 or 3 star bot. In this case we've unlocked, let's see, another flying troop, air raid. So air raid special ability is airstrike. It's a short range troop. It's a medium speed. So now we have 3 bots. But in order to take 3 bots into battle, you do need to upgrade your shuttle. This will allow us to take 3 bots. The amount of bots you can take is limited by the shuttle level, and the shuttle level is limited by your HQ level. So as you increase in HQ, you will be able to take more into battle, and you'll be much stronger. So now we're going to go back into the campaign. Oh wait, we have a crystal to claim. Every 8 hours you can claim a crystal. You can see that in the build menu. There's a free crystal. Now this free crystal may give you some battle boosts, or hopefully a new Autobot. So we'll open that here now, and fingers crossed, see what we get. The more lights that light up here will mean a higher star bot. And here we get a 1-star bot, which is Pyra Magna. So that's another warrior class. So we have Ironhide and Pyra Magna. So we have quite a lot of bullet sponges here. Now let's get back into this campaign to get Optimus. We have just 3 fights left. The rewards are getting bigger and the bases are getting tougher. So now we have 3 slots. So I'll go in and select Ironhide for a tank, followed by Jetfire for the airstrike ability, and also Air Raid for another airstrike ability. In the early stages you're not going to come across too many air defenses. So now it's explaining the ability points, which you'll see in the bottom left hand corner. This is determined by your headquarters level. We are at headquarters level 2 right now, so we do start with 6 ability points. So each building you take down, you get 1 more ability point. If you start from the right hand side here, you just have 2 auto cannons to take care of. Starting from the far left will mean you have to go through a lot of buildings as well as an Autobot outpost. So starting from this side gets you more ability points, but you do have to encounter more defenses. We do have Ironhide there as a tank, so he is quite capable of absorbing all this damage here from these 2 cannons. So do make sure you deploy him first. I use the rush in ability to get through the walls quickly, and I do have the 2 flyers behind to do a lot of damage. So you can use those abilities to help take down that cannon quickly, and then we're just left with the headquarters, so you can fast forward through that. So once again we managed to take that down by avoiding the Autobot outpost. Now just a reminder on the experience you gain. You get the full experience for winning a battle, and if you lose you only get a portion of that based on the number of buildings you destroy. Headquarters obviously giving you the most experience. Here we are leveling up our bots, increasing their damage and hit points. These 1-star bots can go to level 20. I'm actually only at headquarters 2, so that gives me 6 starting ability points. So I'm going to upgrade that shortly since I am full. However, it does say I need player rank 2, so I do need to upgrade some other buildings to increase my player rank. The alloy storage and energon storage is a good one to work on because that will limit your headquarters level. You need to keep upgrading that in order to upgrade your headquarters. So I'm kicking off a storage upgrade now. That is a 6-minute build. You can skip it for free once it reaches 5 minutes. So while that's happening, I'll go around and do some other things. We'll kick off the alloy storage while we're at it. Now we do have some other achievements to claim at the top there. So we'll go in and claim that. 75 more cyber coins. If you look in the top right hand corner, there's something which is full, 235 fuel cells. You do start with quite a lot of those, but normally your maximum is 50. Each battle will cost 5 fuel cells and they regenerate over time, so you get 1 fuel cell every 4 minutes. So that timer has now gone below 5 minutes and we can finish that for free. Every upgrade will give you experience, which will increase your player rank. So luckily I started both of those storage upgrades. The alloy storage will give me some more experience and hopefully get me to level 2. Yes, it does. And as you can see, I win some shards as well as some cyber coins. I'll explain the shards in another video. So let's accept that reward. However, I don't quite have enough resources to upgrade this, so we will do one more campaign to get some more loot. Go back into the battle screen, get Optimus, Campaign 1. Mission number 4. So we can hold that loot. We have 3 slots. I think I'll use the same troops. Ironhide. No, I think I'll take Pyromagna this time to increase his level. And I think 2 flyers, Air Raid and Jetfire. So this one is called Laser Strike. And I think it's because we have a new defense here called the laser turret. That is surrounded by some resource buildings there. So it will take some effort to get to. You've got to be careful using your flyers, since that laser turret does attack both air and ground bots. So we're going to attack from the side so we can hopefully reach that laser turret without having to take down all 3 resource buildings. As you can see, it is short range defense. So we're using the warrior at the front to take the damage. So it's not really that safe to use your flying troops. They don't do too much damage to your bots, however it is better to try and take them down first. And as you can see, my flying bots don't get attacked by the auto cannons. I've used the abilities well here. All of my 3 troops survived. I managed to reach the headquarters. Used all of my ability points. And the headquarters has been taken down. So quite an easy mission here, providing you use the right tactics. So let's continue here. Pyromagna is leveling up nicely. Air Raid, Jetfire is going pretty well. Once you reach your bots to level 10, you do need to use the research to increase their cap to 20. So now we're going to check out the team we have here. We have 4 bots. We've been instructed to select one of them here, Ironhide. You can hold your finger down and rotate around, change the view. And if you tap once on the screen, the bot will transform. So let's check out the transformation here. Pretty cool. You can just keep tapping to transform between the 2. And transform back again. You can press the arrows on the side to rotate between your list of bots. But for now we'll go back to the base. We'll get back into the campaign shortly, but first I do need to spend this loot on the headquarters upgrade. That will cost almost all of my resources here. It's a 6-minute build. I could go ahead and do another battle, however it is better to finish the headquarters first, since the high level headquarters will give us more starting ability points. So I've upgraded the headquarters to level 3. That also gives me the ability to do the multiplayer attacks, but we're only going to unlock Optimus Prime in this video. So now we do have access to upgrade the shuttle to level 3, which will give us 1 more bot. However, we don't quite have the resources as yet. We're going to do one more campaign mission here which will unlock Optimus Prime. And the rewards for this is quite good as well. 3 bots again. I think I might run with the same 3. Jetfire has overtaken Ironhide as far as power goes. But we will start him in there first. Doesn't really matter what order you select them in, but it does help when it comes to deploying them. So I'm using 2 tanks and a flyer this time, warrior and air troops. So the final push is the final campaign mission. Now here we have another new defense, which is the mortar. That does splash damage to ground troops only. So that's one thing you really need to try and avoid. Hopefully you get the attention of that with your warriors. However, they do have a blind spot up close, so once the warriors reach that, your flyer troops will be very vulnerable. So it does pay to use your ability to take that down. I'm going to come from the west hand side to progress towards that mortar. So many defenses on the right hand side, you want to avoid them. So start with the warriors, followed by the flyers. Don't deploy them at the same time because they will group up to begin with. If there was a mortar in range, they would all take splash damage there, but fortunately it's not within range. I have the airstrike here I can deploy. I'm taking down that mortar. There's no air defenses within range. I've built up enough ability points here to use the airstrike again, but do note that each time you use a bot's abilities, they do increase in ability points. So it goes from 4, 5, 6, etc. So I did use the rush in ability from Ironhide, and I managed to take down that mortar. Now there's no defenses within range, so I can just speed this up and take down the headquarters. So all of my bots did quite well here. No deaths, however a death does not really cost you any penalty in experience. They will all receive the reward here. Do note that that Autobot outpost doesn't get destroyed, nor are they targetable. So good loot there. But the ultimate prize here will be Optimus Prime. So leveling up my bots here, they're getting stronger. Won't take you too long to level them up to 10. It's now time to receive our reward, which will be a crystal. It's a leader crystal, so this will give us only Optimus Prime. So to the space bridge now, we get to open it. It will only give us a 2-star Optimus Prime. However, there is a 3 and 4-star which you can find. This bot will definitely last you quite a long time. I'm still using him at high level. He's reached level 30 for me, but he does go to level 40. 2-star. So the 3-star bots will go to level 50 and the 4-star bots can go to level 60. Bit of more dialogue here. That is the campaign mode finished. I will be doing a Decepticons tutorial and campaign to unlock Megatron. So stay tuned for that. I will also do another video showing you the comparisons between the Autobots and the Decepticons. So if you haven't made up your mind yet, you can watch that to figure out which one is the better choice. So stay tuned for some more videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be putting out a lot more Transformers Earth Wars videos. Bye guys!